Welcome to Inner Flame Podcast, Episode 2, The Agreement You Never Broke. This is the Inner Flame, where truth bends and lives are transformed. Let me say something that might shake you. You have been praying for the freedom, but you never broke the agreement. And that's why you're still bound. You keep fighting what you still accept. You says you want to be free, but there's something in you that still accepts it. Listen carefully. You cannot fight what you're still agreeing with. You can shout, you can pray, you can cry, but if deep down you're still saying it is not that bad, I'm still enjoying it, I will deal with it later, then you haven't actually rejected it. And what you don't reject, you will keep repeating it. Agreement is the real bandage. Most people think a bandage is external. No, bandage is internal. Agreement, because the enemy doesn't need to be forced you. If you are already cooperating, let that sink in. You are not always being attacked. Sometimes you are participating with your thought, your habit, your environment. That's why the cycle continues. Because agreement gives it permission to stay. Where agreement hides. Agreement is not always loud. Sometimes it hides in a sub-process. This helps me to cope. This is just how I deal with the stress. I can stop anytime. But hear this. What you justify, you keep. What you defend, you protect. What you tolerate, you empower. And until you confront those hiding agreements, you will keep living in invisible cycle. Pray without disagreement is a powerless. You have been praying, God, take this away from me. But God is waiting for you to say, I don't want this anymore. Because prayer is not control, it is alignment. And if your mouth is praying one things, but your heart is still attached, there is no alignment. That's why nothing's changed. Not because God did not hear you, but because you did not fully let go. Breaking the agreement. So, how do you actually break it? Not emotionally, not temporarily, but for real. Number one, call it what it is. Stop softening it. Stop excuses. Number two, remove the benefit. Be honest what it and give you. Number three, cut the connection. Not let now. Number four, replace the need. If it gives you comfort, find the real healing. Number five, decide the fully, not halfway. Freedom requires a full decision, not I will try, I'm done. This is where your power returns. The moment you break agreement, your power returns to you. Because now your mind is aligned, your heart is clear, your spirit is stronger, and what used to be pull you loses its hold. Not because it disappears, but because you disconnected. Listen carefully. You are not stuck. You are not powerless. You are not waiting on God. There is just an agreement that hasn't been broken yet. But the moment you say, this is no longer part of me, everything shifts. Because what you stop agreeing with loses its authority over you. This is the inner flame, and it's a time to stop, cooperate with what destroys you, and start walking in the who you really are. God bless you. Follow me for more. Subscribe and like with the more content like this one. Remember this, you cannot fight what you are still agreeing with. You cannot always be attached. Sometimes you are prospecting. What you talented, your power. Pray without alignment, produce nothing. Follow me for more. Subscribe and like. This is the Inner Flame Podcast. See you for my next episode 3.